My peer group don't know about CDC, and they don't know about health care plans or anything. They're assuming that when they need one, the doctor will organise it and everything will be right. I think that a lot of people are going to get a shock. I was able to have far more services than I had had before, which I very much needed. But there still were problems. I had to be quite insistent on times and the parts of the package that I wanted. I felt that the coordinator didn't really understand or know very much about CDC. It was a difficult transition, I think, for a lot of people, and they were finding it very hard. It gives me freedom from doing chores that I find very exhausting, so that then I've got more energy to do other things. I love to go to hydrotherapy and to do aquarobics, and that in itself is quite exhausting. So it does free me up to do that and just to socialise more. The less I do, the more energy I have for doing other things. People think I'm very bright and perky, but it doesn't kick in with my medications until about 10:30 in the morning. So we don't socialise or go to any appointments before about 10. So that is definitely a better part of the CDC. I'm a fairly strong-willed person, so that I need the choice of services, because I have always looked after myself and decided things that I do and I don't do. And it's very important to me that people don't direct me too hardly. I'm prepared to sort of toe the line, but I think that choice is definitely important. There's a slight guilt about being greedy, because we didn't have all these things before. So it takes you a little while to sort of decide what you would like. But for me, I would really like to have a session in the pool and then come back and have somebody here who is going to help me with my shower and things, and then make me a brunch and sort of help with the washing and that sort of thing, at least 3 or 4 times a week. That would be ideal to me. But of course I know that's selfish, because the care girls have got to go around to a lot of people, and probably we all want them at the same time of day. But that would be my real thing, is to have that freedom, because then I feel I would definitely have the energy, emotional as well as physical, to go off and do other things. They do encourage you to have a social life and this sort of thing, but you can't always if your timetable is not kept very strictly. People sort of would put up with quite a lot of dissatisfaction before they actually did make a complaint and asked to be changed. Generational thing, perhaps. A lot of older people feel that they are lucky to be getting the package. It's not our right necessarily. That's coming in with the baby boomers. I think they feel very entitled to have all these services. But we wouldn't complain. I think the coordinators need to know more of your personal and medical history. Most people don't mind giving it. If they're going to be looking after you, then they need to know the reason why you need help. And nobody seems to know. They don't know. So staff come along and they say, "Oh, excuse me, what's wrong with you? What do we need to do?" Or this sort of thing. I think very important to have independent advocacy, because you need to get someone who is supposedly out beyond your daily spectrum area to be able to look at things and see them with a different eye than the people around you see. And it's, I think, very important that would be there, with knowledge to help you to sort out your problems.